the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a battle for conference superiority. Great game in store for y'all. Next on Madden Football.
The former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And he had a most impressive bounce-back season last year, nearly leading his team to the NFC Championship game. That's not something you see every day, and he was rewarded for it as Tampa Bay decided.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. It's hauled in by Shepard. He's got room past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. And again, it's Mayfield. And this one caught downfield by Evans.
To try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Steven Sims. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get
turn all the way to the end zone for 6 points? Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do.
There goes Sterling Shepard. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Sterling Shepard taking the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been
down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Stroud off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. Stroud. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in.
16 and another first down. Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Mayfield. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. A first carry for Rachaad White. And they're going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This is caught. Chris Godwin. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns. No reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
If they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Oh, he shifts. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, 68 yards. And the Texans strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic.
5. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once. Down a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard.
Mayfield now from the 50. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two. Mayfield to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. To throw, Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Quarter. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone here. And as we get started in the 4th quarter. Now Stroud. He gets this complete to Diggs. Into space at the 45. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's... Here's Stroud. That's caught by Diggs. Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Now Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud. Stroud to throw it. Flush to his right. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Well, they had guts to go for that. Over a minute to go. Here's Baker, needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. Mayfield to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. The sack, and speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. Still going. And he is in for the touchdown with no time remaining. And Charles, we're a 2-point conversion away from overtime.
That won't be easy. And understandably, this crowd is in an absolute frenzy. But they've got to back it off a little bit, let the guys operate, and they need to take a deep breath as well. They've still got to get a 2-point conversion.
Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here?
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run for it. And, oh, he stopped short of the goal line, and the defense celebrates as they've won the football game. Wow, partner, let's take a moment here to catch our breath. What a finish. They did get the touchdown that they so desperately needed, but they also had to have the two-point conversion. They couldn't get it done.
And we got to start keeping oxygen tanks up here with us, don't we, when we have games like this? But as you noted, such a dramatic ending. They got the points they needed to put themselves in position. And then the last big play, that effort, and they come up just a bit short.
And the defense in that situation, you're on your heels. You're reeling offense for the momentum, but boy, credit to them for stepping up, getting the stop.